We try to work on this project. We first have to consult and, like seeing how women are facing all these pregnant women is carry a heavy weight, and it's not advisable for a pregnant woman to carry that heavy load. And to me, we need to empower our women, say that they are able to be dependent. Women to be independent is the more important thing. And they will be able to know what are their rights as a mother, and the father should know what is his right. The father is to protect the family and make sure that everyone is safe side. As a mother also, it's to make sure that you play your role as a mom in the house and do your role. So everyone needs to be trained his or her own duties in the family or in the society. So my experience was to make sure that our young women are empowered. And then orphans, street kids are all over. So some of them may be having fathers, and we call them dropout kids from families, because they might be having families, and most of them have families actually when I do the registration. But they are able to stay in the street. Why? Because we are not taking that responsibility upon ourselves. So we need to train everyone, leadership and your responsibilities as a parent. So that's why I think this one is a lot to aware our communities and women what they're supposed to do in the societies.
So women, the barriers that are facing women in the society can vary from one woman to another, and also children are bearing the cost of all this neglect.
Yeah.
That's why it's very important for us to counsel, or maybe to make awareness programs for the society, and ensure that everybody is on the right page and do understand their roles in the society. Now, last but not least, because we're coming to an end for our program, even though it's a very interesting discussion. So the last question goes to you, Ms. Angelina. How do we make sure that women's voices are heard in our communities, in our societies? How do we ensure?
As we started to bring women together, that's how we start this initiative. It's the forum where all the women will bring their voices, and we will move their voices forward. And first, we started to open a branch in Egypt, because our South Sudanese are there and they're facing a lot. We learned that 100 of youth were arrested. Some may be not having problems that they are arrested, but mistakenly they are in the prisons. So we want to create a room where we do counseling to our women, our children, to make that the focus on the right direction, and make sure that everyone is embarked of school, like dropouts, youth who are not in school, and to make sure that we are moving to the States soon, and inshallah we are knocking doors of donors and well-wishers and different NGOs to help us to move back home and try to get the root cause of each and every issue that we need to address, and having a women's forums in each state, say that they are able to put their voice together, and we will have them and we'll pass the message forward. So this is how I think it's gonna be.
Sure, Angelina. Do you have any last words for our audience, or maybe the other organizations who are tuning in, and women also?
To everyone watching, well wishers, NGOs, and the rest of South Sudanese, I just want to say that we don't need to be taught how to eat fish as women of Bargazal, but we need to be taught how to fish, So I'm asking all the well-wishers and donors in South Sudan, in most cases,